Hello everyone, welcome back to A Humble Technocracy, now part 6 of this Ikit Claw Mortal Empires campaign. There was a bit of a break between the last upload and this one. I had some personal stuff going on and then some equipment problems, but we're back on track now, doing better than ever. We're going to go ahead and continue conquering as much of the world as Ikit Claw sees fit. So where we left off before, we kind of got into a bit of a stint with the Empire, but we managed to fight them back off. We're pretty secure on most of our borders right now, and it's time that we put this massive income we've got going to good use. So we're going to send this guy, who we had previously recruited simply to take this town. Actually, he's only level 1. Let me just take a quick look. I could recruit a new one at level 3. So we're going to fire this guy, and next turn we're going to recruit a new lord, and we're going to start building a third army. When that's ready, we're going to send it up to the front lines here, where Ikit Claw and Fabragir are basically just going to keep holding off the Empire, maybe harassing them a bit, raiding them for some funds, just keeping them on their toes so Chaos can hopefully, fuck them up from the rear. Maybe have to take care of this guy too, who keeps raiding us. I don't like the looks of him. And when we can get the new army up here, we're going to send Fabragir back down, and we're going to upgrade all of his stuff. We're going to upgrade 2 things immediately, actually, through global recruitment. And they will take a while, but that's okay. Yeah, we're just going to give him better poisoned wind mortars. Well, we actually don't have money to buy both right now, huh? You know what? We're going to give him 1 more mortar and 1 more catapult. This is a temporary upgrade sort of situation. We need to get our heroes back in Ikit Claw's camp, I think. And there are a lot of enemy heroes hanging out around here. So before we send them all back, we don't have the money to do wounding. We're just going to send them all back. Ooh, where was Mutant on his way to? I'm assuming Lothern? No, we have Lothern. Oh, he was going to Galleon's graveyard. Start up a new thing there. So that's fine. Oh, he was going back down here to continue that. Continue building out the Under Empire in the desert, I see. Okay, well, we'll send him there next turn. Alright, Ikit's army's back to full. And I guess we're working towards lightning strike here. Definitely a good thing to work towards. These are also pretty good. And only take up 7 skills. So we'll come back to those after we get our lightning strike. Give Morphage some venom attacks. We got a couple more people who have some skill points hanging since we ended right after a battle instead of finishing up a turn last time. And we're just going to go ahead and march on Fort Seoul. Nice, easy auto-resolve. We'll just go ahead and do that. We're going to jack it up to level 5. Probably should have looted it first, but I want to get it healing right away. And honestly, just wasn't really thinking about it. My mistake. The elk went almost up to level 40 here. That's pretty exciting. We'll give him Crack's Call for emergency situations. And of course have the province generate food for us. And yeah, we're just gonna get ourselves a plague. And the idea with this plague is that incoming armies will get sick and lose troops to attrition before they can even make it to Fort Sol, which has a pretty incredible garrison at this point. Since we jumped it straight to level 5, it's got a lot of good stuff. So yeah, we'll see how that works. Yeah, we just want to keep them on their toes for a little bit. And are we still upgrading in Skaven Blight? Is that going on? Yeah, we've got 5 more turns before we're really ready to do everything there. We're going to use that time to upgrade other cities and get more income coming in. He still needs his hero recruitments. Any more income we can get is always good. Really jack it up over the next couple of turns so that we're not hurting so much when we spend it all on new troops. Plague spread into my own town isn't the greatest things, but, we deal with it. If we were Lord Skrulk, it would actually help us. But it's okay. It's pretty far removed from our big money earners. It's going to have to climb a ways before it gets to there, and it's only got 7 more turns. Ikit's looking good. Fabricgear as well. Let's go ahead and send that assassin out on a mission, though. Very low odds of killing this guy, but it's worth a shot. Oh, wow. 15% chance, and he pulled it off. Good. Good job, Scalpite. Here you go. Have a Venomous Blade. You earned it. Let's get Mutant back on track. And I should also check on my Undercities and make sure that they're where I want them to be. And see, they're not all where I want them to be. Don't want to go above 60, so beyond is fine. All these places seem fine. Yeah, okay, all of our Undercities are currently doing pretty well. How about Lothern? Lothern's at about where we want it. We can go up another 20 on them. How about that? Get them up to 60. I think it's worth it. Lothern has a lot of income. It's nice to be raking it in. You can see our undercity income's pretty insane at almost half of our total income. Well, half of our total per turn. We're going to step out here a little ways. We're going to go into ambush. And we're just looking, we want a better view for if Empire starts coming down. And if they do try and rush right by, then maybe I'll be able to ambush them and kill them real quick. That'd be nice. They're just camping on my city over there. Yep. We're almost out of cheap upgrades for cities, which is a pretty good thing, I'd say. A little bit worried that little assault garrison action going on there. A little bit worried that the Greenskins are going to unite, and Bloody Hand, who is so friendly to us, is going to get replaced by probably Grimgore. Since he's the one most likely to unify, he's their Karl Franz, basically. Alright then. Still no Empire armies in range. Let's attack Steingart. Again, just too easy of a match to actually fight. But we aren't going to take it. We're going to burn it to the ground. Again, the point of all this is not to, like, take territory from Empire. It's just to throw a wrench in their works. Force them to have to wave troops recolonizing, waste resources, get less resources per turn. Possibly their enemies come in and steal some stuff from them. That's fine with me too. I don't need to advance into Empire territory to win this game. Not really sure I'd even want to. Keep trying to wound their heroes, which again just costs them money having to get new heroes. What you up to, mutant? Let's get you walking towards the next area. That's Coast of Araby. So Land of the Dead was next. We want to get Khemri. A lot of levels possible here. It's already got really good weapon attack, but let's make it even better. We want to be applying that poison constantly when he's in battle. Good old Pestilent Birth. Get some Plague Monks up in here. Summons being one of the stronger points of Skaven. Not that they seem to have a shortage of strong points, to be honest. Skaven Blight has an upgrade they can do. And I think it's the last upgrade they need to do. That is correct. But it's just public order. It's not really important. And I would rather spend that money elsewhere. And next turn we might attack Feitdorf and burn that to the ground too, now that Abraham's got the plague. I don't know, I don't really want to go too crazy. There we go, there's an Empire army. Probably Franz's army itself. Just want to get as close to the city I can without being in it because I don't want to be plagued. And then I'm going to go to ambush. And that way I should be able to catch him if he decides to go here. Meanwhile, the plague's eating away at his troops, which will make him an easier kill after the ambush. You don't need troops. You just need your hero back. Which, you know, you can get him back next turn, that's fine. Getting pretty close to the end of our research tree, which is pretty cool. Two more turns for Skaven Blight, so we're going to go ahead and spend again this turn. And then next turn we're going to save up everything so we can go right into army building and just buy the entire army in one turn. Good old Balequint Marsqueak is level 40. Congrats, Balequint. You've earned it. We're going to steal a little technology on our way. Ooh, good. Success. And let's see what diplomacy's got for us. Clan Spittle, you'd think would like us more, considering how weak they are. But it looks like we got some inroads going with the Tomb Kings down there. Surprisingly friendly chaps. Edward's Aug is probably not long for this world. I feel like I'm likely to be pushed into war with with either Bretonia or Greenskins or Empire for my final push of gathering capitals. So I'm okay with making peace with the entirety of the southern continent there. I don't actually have any intentions of going there in force. It's basically just going to be a money sink for me. And, you know, if I can friend up whoever ends up controlling the continent in the end, then more the better. Alright, let's see what happens. Warp rocket would be really great. Where are you going, Franz? Oh, right into my ambush. Oops, don't mind this. Sorry about that, guys. Looking surprisingly rough for an ambush, to be honest. Yeah, as long as we can get the drop on their heavy hitters, the artillery and their range stuff, we should be fine. We should be able to just outvalue them on the infantry. And cavalry gets around a bunch, but I'm not super worried about them. That should work, and we'll give them the Plague Priest to summon up allies. Use the triads in case their cavalry tries to come around the edge. We're going to tighten these guys up a little bit. 2x2 formation. There we go. Now they're firing on everything at once. Use our storm vermin to just straight charge into their cavalry. We use our plague monks to go after their infantry. I'm going to use our wheels to go into their artillery. We've got our assassin here. I think he should be able to hunt down the war wagons. They only have speed 50. He has 54. He's actually faster than those horse-drawn wagons, which is kind of funny. We got Doom Flayers as well. We can put them right here. And how about you guys? Put them right back there. We'll have them dig into the cavalry's rears to begin with and progress from there. I'm a little bit light on the infantry here. Reinforcements all coming from all the way over there. I've got this unit of storm vermin, which should be pretty good for charging into some of their elite infantry right here. A little bit worried about Franz. I should probably change these guys then. We'll have them shoot in this way so they can open up shooting on Franz. I think the cavalry are actually going to be tied up enough. We're going to put Eschen behind them in the trees. And then they'll pop out and ambush Franz if he dares to attack the Jezzails. Meanwhile, everything else should be getting pretty melted pretty quickly. It's going to be a little on the rough side, maybe. I have no winds of magic. What? What's my power reserve? 27. That's disgustingly bad. Alright, well, that's pretty much going to be all summons. Nothing else to really be done there. Alright. I think we're ready. As usual, we're going to turn off their desire to run. And my Plague Priest isn't on a bell yet, is he? Nope. Cool. Alright, here we go. We're just going to drop the brass orb. Very first thing, try and nut up those cavalry. Who to fire into? The easy answer would be the artillery, right? Those ranged guys are a bit of a problem as well. we're going to start with trying to take out, just the infantry. Now we'll just fire right into the middle of all that. Get that Doom rocket launched very first thing and just blow up some cav. Alright, here we go. Look at him go. And then we're going to go ahead and send Ikit in as well. Our assassin is going to hunt down those mortars. Definitely use the warp lightning cannon to go after cavalry, as it's good against single targets like that. Although there is an argument to be made for Franz too. These guys are just going to pound right here. That's going to be just beautiful. Warp fire going down pretty nicely. I do see one guy trying to rush up in here, but we'll take care of him. Looks like they're not coming after me, so I'm going to send the triads out. And here we go. Alright, the artillery is basically wrecked. No, everything's basically wrecked. Yeah, no real need to micro this anymore. It's already over. And Franz is down too. Wow, that was brutal considering what the odds were. Gonna have to be honest, didn't expect it to go quite that well, but I'm glad it did. Most of those kills were my own. And we just bump them right back off. You don't always want to kill the lord of an army, because then they'll just replace him with a fresh one, and it's nice to have him weak so you can pursue and get a quick kill on the lord to have a big leadership boost for the entire army and try and push that into a very fast win. But when it's Franz, no, it's good to just have him be out for a couple of turns. It really slows down anything that they were thinking about doing. I'm going to go ahead and take money on this one, because our food production is so good at the moment. And I'm going to have to decide if I want to pursue. There's still a lot of money in that army that I could just wipe out, make Franz have to buy more of it, and then I could take down Fieldorf as well. It's certainly an option worth considering. My units are pretty healthy. Their guys are pretty haggard. Let's do it. Nice easy kill. Don't have to lose anybody. And got to put the banner of eternal flame before, but I think pretty obviously we put that on the assassin with his crazy high weapon damage. A decent chunk of cash, and we are about to build an army. And then we're actually just going to pull right back again, get on the friendly territory, and encamp. Again, staying outside of the walls because we don't want to... Oh, tickets back. We don't want to get plagued. And that plague's only got 3 more turns on it, so that won't be too bad. Let's get killing. There's a 39% there. 33% there. We'll take the 39. Failure. You are a failure, Tidget. But it's okay. You'll get better. Let's go ahead and level our guys up a little bit. And of course his gang. More pestilent births are always good. Especially when you're going with a very low front line count like this guy's using. Concealment bombs, very good for hunting down and killing people, of course. Fabric gear is all done building. So we're gonna go ahead and send his Rodich on back into his army. And now his incredibly fresh army is gonna hop up here real quick and contribute to the general cause of causing mayhem. Mutant's going to make his way down to his next capital, down here in Kemri. And we have some really excellent stuff to learn here. We're at the really good techs now, which is fun. Are we doing anything down here? I guess this is just what we're doing down here. Cool. Alright, well, we got 4 warp fire fuel from those battles, so we're going to go ahead and build another Doom rocket. Just so we have it. Don't want to be caught needing one, you know. And then I think next turn we should burn down Fieldorf. And decide from there where we want to go. I think it might be time to chill out a little bit. It has been fun bludgeoning Franz's nose. We know he's going to come back. Though we might have turned some tides here. We might have done enough damage to him that people like Vicious Gobspit might actually be able to contribute. I honestly don't know how low his rank is right now, but we'll see. Nice and easy. Nobody has to die. And as before, man, 20,000 is a lot of gold. We're going to sack it. We'll raise it next turn. That's too much gold to pass up. I can't do it. We don't have any recruit rank things that we can do, so that's fine. We will do another Scheme of Doom. And send him over to Galleon's Graveyard to get back our Undercity that we lost over there. And no Undercities have spread, it doesn't look like. Nope, 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 nope. Good. I mean, not good that they haven't spread, but good that I didn't miss anything like that. Alright, well, here we go. Warlords aren't really very good, but, like, we don't have one, and I want one, so that's what we're going to take, I think. Plus, they get a really cool mount. And he's going to need one of each of the classes. Get him a Plague Priest. And then an Assassin. Level 7 Assassin. That's pretty sweet. Go ahead and get a tough one. And lastly, a Warlock Engineer to run their artillery. And give them some movement range, too. And now, you need to recruit your army, sir. Since he's a physical kind of guy, we're going to go with a heavier physical leaning type army for him. We are going to take a normal assortment of Plague Call catapults, but we're only going to take 1 Poisoned Wind Mortar, 1 Jezzail, and 2 Rattling Guns. Load him up with 3 Hell Pit Abominations, because he's going to be riding a Rat Ogre himself one of these days. And of course, for flanking, some Doom Wheels. A couple of Storm Vermin to guard the flanks, and Plague Monk Sensor Bearers up front. And I've overspent. I need to get rid of 1 more guy. We'll drop off 1. Just down to 2 of those guys instead of 3. 6 on the front line's pretty good, and we'll pack in a unit of Death Runners in case they need to do something funky. And it's going to be 9 turns till this army is ready, which is a bit much, but so be it. And our Warlord is going to go straight into the straight for the lightning strike. Don't really want to have to fight multiple armies at a time with him, especially with him being so physical and rats being, well, rats. Nice start for Shab there. How about you, Toxide? We're gonna go straight into building this guy for combat. Anybody else need levels? Lots of other people need levels. Those troops is a good thing to have, of course. A little all over the place with some of these guys, but it's fine. It's fine. Plague Furnace still coming up. Get that miscast chance down. Fabric Gear, I'm sure happy to be back in action finally. Things still looking pretty good. Skrull is our Doom Engineer, who is going to be heading over to the Galleon's Graveyard like a good little boy. And Titchett, our Assassin, will continue trying to kill stuff and get wounded in return. Good job, buddy. Kind of hard to pass that up, huh? Actually, new Warpstone uses is more important as we go through upgrading. And we actually still have a ton of money left. So let's go ahead and spend that on some upgrades. Looks like there's still... Yep. missed this guy. That's okay. We do want to get that mobility up, since this isn't a heavy missile army. Check the news. Yeah, no new places. We already did that this turn. So Astalia will go first. Let's go for places that need new things entirely built first. Like so. That's an awful lot of money. 30,000 gone just like that. But these are high tier upgrades. It's important to spend your money on stuff like that. Especially when it's the Empire's money that we're spending. Okay, Gorak. You have fun with that. I feel reasonably safe that he's not going to make it up here to fuck with me. They are really trying to beat my units down here. Hey, I get it. Certainly not like I don't understand. And this badly wounded town is no match. It's down, and we're going to go ahead and raise it. Another Empire city destroyed. We'll send Fab Gear over here. And just have them search the ruins. Alright, and we're looking for the symbol that the arrow is pointing towards, and it's the Triforce. Nice and easy, $1,000, Wand of Jet, wonderful. Got a lot of levels to give. Ikit now has his Lightning Strike. And all of our guys just getting stronger and stronger. It's really quite beautiful. I'm going to steal technology first just to get that buff active again. Then next turn we will expand the Undercity, and then the turn after that we will we'll move on. We'll steal technology again, and then we'll move on. I distract myself sometimes. And I don't think any place has new buildings to build at this point. Nope. So we're just going to keep going straight upgrades while we wait for our stuff to finish. Oh, there was one new building to build. How silly of me. I'll do that next turn. What do you think? Think I should take Fester Spike? I think it's a good idea. I don't know why I'm asking you, like, you know, you the audience are actually here and able to listen. I'm going to send him back here. If Gobspit hasn't taken it by the time I'm healed up, I'll go up there and take it. Oh, looks like somebody came and beat the mess out of these guys. Oh no, they just split into two armies. I'm definitely going to go wipe them out, I think, too. Get some experience for Fabricator here. But also he's trying to heal up now while in friendly territory. And we're all ready to go for our next Undercity. Alright, I'm not going to give this guy the added magic. He's in a Plague Priest army, so we're going to go ahead and let the Plague Priest handle all the magic using there. He's going to keep Howling Warp Gale because it's great for shutting down flyers. But we are going to upgrade this. Then we're going to start upgrading down here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yeah, that's going to take up most of our levels, just doing that. So that'll be good. Good use of them, and then we can pop them in and out of the army to do things as needed. Get that final level of steel technology. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Build their walls finally. Looking good. How's our recruiting going down here? Got a couple of units in, and he's up to 2,000 cost. Yeah, we're doing fine. Just fine. Just 7 more turns to go. It'd be time to start sending Fabric Gear back soon, I think. Really got to see what the Empire's going to be up to over the next couple of turns. Raising those cities gave us a nice little buffer zone. I don't think they're going to march right past them to come down and fight me. They're going to have to settle them first, and that'll give me time to restructure my armies and get ready to counter-strike. And basically just keep doing what I was doing. Yeah, if they resettle them, then I just take their resources away by sacking and burning the cities to the ground again. Or maybe I keep them next time. We'll see. Still trying to define my my new direction to go. I haven't decided upon it yet. Do I have any quest missions? Nope. Next turn is going to be another little money drop. It's actually, they're pretty spread out over the next 6 turns. That's alright. Oh, Fester Spike is down. Oh, this stupid thing. So this is basically a Sudoku. You have to figure out what's in this space. No line can have 2 of the same number. No line can have 2 of the same color, including the 2 diagonals. So, for instance, we know this can't be a 1, and it can't be a 2 because of those. It has to be a 3 or a 4, and it can't be, I guess that's blue. Yeah, it can't be blue. I guess that's black. It's red, yellow, blue, black. So it can't be black. Not that any of those are options anyway. So what we want to do is kind of figure out what we can exclude here. And I gotta say, this is one of the trickier ones. Alright, so we know that this is 2 black or 2 blue. Or, sorry. This has to be 4. This has to be 2. That's red, so yeah, black or blue, and then that one would be the other one. So that has to be black, and that has to be blue, which means this has to be red or yellow, and it obviously has to be 3. Red can't go into either of those other 2 spaces, so red 3 it is. Boom, $1,000 in Obsidian Lodestone. And then next turn, I think I'll settle that place. Might settle Maturka too. We'll have to see. And here I am up to 3 fuel that I can use. 1 more upgrade, and I end up with the Death Dealer Rattling Guns, which are really sweet. But I don't want to spend it on Warp Grinders when I just don't use them. So we're going to spend it on a Doom Wheel instead. And what do we want to give them? Melee Defense and Strider is really good, actually. Speed and charge bonus also. Reload time reduction. Jesus. Let's go with that first. Gets us a warp field generator. Not really worried about that at the moment. Steal some more technology. Oh, he failed. He's going to have to try again next turn. And then after that, we're going to send him into... I guess we're going to circle around the bottom here. That'll be the plan. We'll send him over to whatever's over here next, and then head south from there, get those 2 provinces, and swing around and across. It's as good a plan as any, right? I got an upgrade to build right here, and no Undercity spreads this turn. So here we go, just upgrading more money, Pa. No, don't destroy. I just want to get my money back. Which means he needs his castle. Skaven rebels making shit tough up here. And there's just a lot of nasty stuff going on in the world right now, let me tell you. Well, the Warhammer world I'm talking about. I guess the real world too, but we don't need to talk about that here. Sure, this hasn't been the most exciting of sessions, and we're getting close to winding it down. I want to cut off at around like 90 minutes on these things. I don't want to... Oh, look at that. That's a twist. Hey, we got a new Undercity. So first thing we'll do is check adjacency. Mousillon doesn't have an adjacency thing up, but Lyonesse does, but it has another city to spread to. So does Artois, and so does Bastogne, and so does Gisero, as it happens. Get this health back pretty quickly. I don't think they're going to be marching on me right away. It's, we're going to take the risk. You know, it's not a great city, but we're gonna spread more corruption with it. I think that'll be okay. It's only gonna be 3 turns till he's full. And kill these guys real quick. And take Maturka. But I think in light of current events up north, we're going to pull back instead. They aren't aggro to us. They don't like us. They're willing to raid us, and I don't like them. Yeah. But it's not enough for me to start another war when I'm a little bit worried about what's about to happen up in the cities I already have. Really, did not expect Dwarf to take Fieldorf. It's level 1 right now, too. It's going to be a pretty easy steal. Of course, I'll get less money from it. But again, I'll be setting people back who I am at war with. That's the name of the game. And who. People I kind of want to be friends with, or already are friends with, are at war with. So the more I hurt them here, the less resources they have to dedicate to their wars over there. And I don't have to control all the capitals for my victory condition myself. Remember, I can... Oh, look at him marching. He marched so fast. He's going straight for Fort Seoul. Does not want me counterattacking, apparently. Another undercity established, which means now Lyonesse no longer needs this, but Languille does. How defensively do I want to play this? I can try and corner him in. Oh, wow. Hello, Volkmar. Alright, I'm just going to place... Oh, really? Okay, then. That was unexpected. Let's see how this goes. Ikit Claw might be going back home to rebuild his army sooner than we expected, but he should at the very least be able to do enough damage to knock these guys back. Didn't see Volkmar coming. Gotta admit it. 2 siege tanks, a couple of cavalry. I think he outranges me with those Hellblasters too. You know, my guys are pretty badly wounded. It's gonna be okay though. At least assuming the game doesn't crash. Seems to be stuck on this load for a little bit. Just more time for me to contemplate my doom, I suppose. There it goes. Now, I'm not going to lose this. I'm going to win. It's gonna cost me a lot, I think. But I think I'll be able to take them. Alright, the fact that we have the hill here is actually very handy. The big question is, are they going to come to me, or am I going to need to come to them? And we'll determine that from right in the tree line here. I do have a nuke. This is exactly the sort of thing it's for. If they don't march to me, then I will nuke and then climb the hill and take a position on top of the hill. If they do march to me, then I will stay here at the bottom of the hill and I will kill them as they crest it. And missing models for my catapults. It's nasty stuff. Warp fire throwers off to the side up here. This is... Get over there, guys. There we go. Shoot into the hills as they come over the top of them. We'll put our mortar team right behind them. There you go. So they're covering the hills. As soon as they start coming up, they'll get nuked. And our Jezzails, of course, right behind them. For a pretty much equal area of coverage. And again, everyone's shooting uphill. So they should shoot over the heads of the people above them. In front of them, rather. But we're going to pull them back slightly. There we go. And they're still shooting uphill that way. I do want to cover the crest of the hill, I think. So that'll have to do. And these guys do have a line on the top of the hill, so that's fine. Obviously, we use Storm Vermin on one side and Triads, nobody on the other. Triads we're going to put behind the Storm Vermin. Sword and Shield Storm Vermin right here. Now you'll notice not only am I shooting uphill over them, but then when they get to the bottom of the hill, there's another little bump here, so my guys will be able to shoot down onto them from there as well. Very handy. Not as much with these guys, but that's okay. I'm going to leave this nice and open right here. We want them to come around the side, and then we will hit them with the Doombringers, who are going to be hiding behind this rock right here. In fact, all of these guys are basically... Well, our Plague Monk's going to be out front and center, as he do, because he's got a summon. And our Warlock Engineer is going to be, say... right here, where he can hit everybody, it looks like. Just nudge these guys up a tad. There we go. Now we can put him up a little bit more, and now I think he gets everyone entirely. There we go. Nice and even. So yeah, we're going to clog them up with summons as they come over the hill, assuming they're going to come over the hill. If they don't want to do it on their own, we're going to nuke them into action. Might even break all their artillery in the process, although it might be more worth it to go after the small guys. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, here we go. Two got a view on them, and yes, they are in fact moving, though they are tough to watch. We're just going to move him up here to this high ground. Well, they saw him. They're casting something on him. And now he's going to run away. We see about where their blob is, and that's very useful information. If I can pull this cavalry up, that'd be nice. And let's just do this. And as they blob onto them, we do this. There we go. We'll wipe out a nice amount of stuff, even the odds up a good bit. Now we know they're coming. I'm going to go ahead and pull back. We're going to leave Ikit in plain view. He's going to be a target. Mortar Hellblasters here are a huge pain. But they can't really handle infantry at all. So that's a plus. And you know, they're using up ammo to kill these guys too. And you know, stall, stall, stall is kind of the name of the game right now. Again, they shouldn't be able to fire on us until they crest that hill, so it's important we get them to do so. Sneak attack on the back. Beat up on these Hellstorms real quick. Oh, they're wrecking them. I think they got their artillery unit. That was a very good one right there. Oh, they're wasting Winds of Magic on them too. Just a little bit nuts. But you do you. Oh, they just banished their own forces. Oh, that's so rough. That's so rough. Those Karoborg Greatswords are getting wrecked. And now the Hellstorm Rocket Battery. Got a few of the Eldritch Guards too. Oh, that was so nasty. And these Hellstorms no longer have an arc of fire. I do wish that I had kept an eye out there. We're going to go ahead and send our assassin back up the scout. Alright, we've evened the odds considerably in these early little skirmishy type things. And we're gonna keep doing that. Use up the other 5 of these Menace Belows to try and see if we can't get another one of their artillery offline. This should be a good opportune spot for that. No, wait, they don't have it. Yeah, they do. Right into their flanks. Immediately steam cannon fires into their own troops. Everybody fires into their own troops. It's really quite beautiful. And didn't do an amazing amount of damage, but it's going to pull these guys off too. So that the next one's going to get in a little bit better. Like so. Nah, that was a bit much for him. There's some really pretty steam tanks, I gotta say. line of sight's a little bit weird up around here. That's alright. 2. This guy's relatively alone. We'll nab a couple of those cav. Beat up on him real quick. There we go. Get some quick good damage in. Take some more damage as they fire on this guy. I like where this one's positioned. I like how much of their winds of magic they're just wasting buffing guys to fight someone who isn't even really there. I like that this guy is left almost entirely alone for me to pounce on right now. Really want to disable these guys, like, really badly. And they have a lot of armor, and these clan rats aren't really doing a lot of damage. But they'll help. They'll do some. And again, you know, firing into them also ends up hurting their own units. And you saw that banishment I got out of them earlier. Alright, and we're going to save the last one of these, just in case we need to hold someone on the hill with it, or arrange a getaway for our assassin. They're getting kind of close, too. I'm going to pull them back a little bit. Somebody's coming in fast here, so we're just going to go ahead and pull him back again. They're getting closer. The time is coming. Ikit, let's send you up to the top here and see what you can do. It should be in good range for opening fire on pretty shortly here. Well, from Ikit anyway, not from the artillery. Still need them to crest the hill for that. Alright, looking good. Now we got fire coming right into these guys, just as expected. Want to make sure that our catapults are shooting nice and center mass. Take out these gunners, and then we'll use this guy to work on that steam tank right there. We're just going to drop another warp lightning. And here's a flensing run to go into the mix. Exactly as we said we would. We're gonna pull Ikit Claw back here. Oh, here comes the nastiness. Guys walked right into our fire, as expected. Which Stalk him up and send him up there after them. Send the wheels up now. Good bit of destruction here. Not losing nearly as much as I was afraid we would. And it looks like things are basically taken care of down here. Guy trying to be a hero, but that's not a big deal. Group all these guys together. They ain't coming back. Okay, gonna need you to stop firing on friendly troops there, buddy. Alright, now we know these steam tanks are basically unbreakable. We're going to go ahead and pull back now. And we're just going to have all of our ranged go down on them just as soon as this guy is dead. Which won't be much longer now. Yep, he was eaten alive as expected. Steam tanks, of course, are unbreakable because they're the special electric count tanks, but that won't stop them from dying to a hail of fire. And Volkmar's interception just went very badly for him. All the armor in the world can't save these guys, and they're now dead. Not bad considering we went in with basically half troops. Almost killed an entire one of our own units with those poison wind mortars. Really got to watch my micro with them a little bit better. But I got kind of wrapped up in all this other stuff. But as you can see, we decimated their forces. Wiped out some really expensive guys. Well, I guess the red guys aren't expensive. But they do have to wait 10 turns before they can get another of them. We wounded Volkmar. That army's basically gone, leaving us open to counterattack and burn down their city. Just as we said we would. I think it's going to take a few more turns to heal back up, of course. Because that was very rough on him. Him in particular. He almost died. We're going to take the Empire's money. Not a great dwarf army. So that's cool. I can basically artillery them to death. And those dwarfs might just be who we go for next. Army's still coming along nicely here. So we're gonna pause it here for today. I'm gonna go through and just do some finishing up stuff here. Finish up the turn basically, and get our levels in and stuff. So let's just see how that goes real quick. Ikit Claw now has his power armor, as the guys in his group get stronger and stronger. Get on the other side of the city and then re-steal technology. Just keep the buff going. Oh, these failures are killing me. Ticket is possibly the worst assassin I've ever seen. He's really bad at this. Alright, let's spend some money. And that looks like it's going to be it here. We're just going to take a quick run through and check on the equipment of all of our characters. Make sure we can't upgrade and stuff like that. Like, for instance, Scroll of Leeching. Better than what he was using. We'll save the good armor for and weapons for frontline guys, but we're not going to leave them with nothing. So if they do get in the scrap, then they'll be prepared. Some good stuff to equip too. Some loud people outside. Don't know if you can hear them or not. Hopefully not. And we didn't have too much stuff, it looks like, just left waiting around to be equipped. Oh, this is our warlord. Well, something tells me you're getting some pendants. And clearly you are going to end up fighting dwarves, just as anticipated. Well, newly anticipated. Alright, looks like the only equipment we have left is casting items. Do we want Wand of Jet? Yeah, Wand of Jet's good. And we're even running out of items there. Just one last check. Yep, all used, all used, all used, all used. Just drop these followers in where we can, and when we get back to Ikit, then we're done. Oh, that's our Doom Engineer. We don't really need to give him anyone. And he doesn't need these items either. Wand of Jet is plenty good. And there we go. So yeah, mostly did what we were planning on doing. Still got a ways to go. Going to be more entanglements to come with the Empire and the Dwarves, I bet, next when next we meet. We're going to try and kick the Dwarves entirely out of this mountain, I think, and take that entire province for ourselves. That seems like a good place to expand next. Nice and easily defensible, especially with Empire not being able to dig underground, or Bretonia. We're also going to need to get the Dwarves out of Fieldorf to do that. And then we'll have no Dwarves on our side of the world. They'll all be over here stuck dealing with the Greenskins. And we'll only have Empire to worry about as far as especially aggro people right next to us. And Empire, they don't seem to be doing so great lately. They're down to strength rank 12. Out of 59. So they're still pretty strong, but they're not nearly as strong as they were before. Oh, here they are. Here they're strength rank. Oh, we're strength rank 12. They're 1. My bad. Well, cool. We're just going to keep messing with them. That'll be fun. I don't know. Maybe we'll make peace at some point. But in the meantime, it's a good source of items and income to go ahead and keep beating up on them while we go ahead and recruit our armies. And from the looks of how our income is affected already, I'm pretty sure we're going to end up with another 1, maybe 2 armies being built in this this next run. But after we get to 3, we'll start worrying about expanding again. What unit did you guys lose? Nobody from the looks of it. Oh, they lost the ROR Plague Monks. That's unfortunate. We'll get them back, though. Alright. Thanks for watching. I hope I'll see you next time. We won't have to wait so long for the next one to go up. And you all have a good night.